My ears have been so crushed, and my lips have been stapled closed. That's just the start.
Hey YouTube, I'm Steven and guess, hey, I know my girlfriends are a bit distracting, but come on guys, you're gonna have to bear with me from now on. Or I could switch it back to my Nintendo wall from time to time. Let me know what you think. Today I wanted to do a new and improved ear stretching video because A, the editing on my last one was absolutely horrendous, and B, I've received a lot of questions since that video, and I figured this would be the best way to clear them all up. Now if you don't have stretched ears or your ears aren't even pierced at all, this vlog is also for you. First, I'm going to go over some of the most common misconceptions and questions that I get about my ears. Number one being, do they hurt? A lot of people just don't know how somebody gets a piercing like this. I mean, they might think that I got it pierced at that size somehow, or that stretching is a never-ending, painful process, but the truth is, stretching takes a long time, and a lot of people just start at your regular 16-gauge stud piercing. Number two, smelly, smelly, smelly ears. This should not be a problem. Now, I'll admit to you guys, I did get smelly ears for the first time last week, but now I know why this is such a common issue. You have to take your jewelry out and clean your piercings at least once a day. It doesn't matter what you have pierced, your belly button, your septum, your earlobes, you have to clean your piercings daily. Last week I was away from home for a couple of days, and then I neglected to change my plugs, and voila, I joined the smelly ear club. All you have to do is clean your piercings daily, and that should never be an issue again. If you take those things out, will your ears, like, go back to normal? Why do people still use the word normal? Yes, if you take your plugs out and treat them like an open wound, cleaning the piercing daily, letting it heal, putting on creams and whatnot, then yes, eventually it'll close up. Now, every person's ears are different, so there's no telling for sure whether or not your ears will close up. But unless you're stretched to like 1.5 inches, you should probably be okay. Alright, now let's get down to business. If you want to stretch your ears, you have to understand that it's going to cost you a lot of money over time. Just like getting a tattoo, stretching your ears is a permanent body modification, and you're going to want to invest some time and money if you want your ears to turn out great. If you have a 16 or 18 gauge piercing, then you can start stretching. But if you've got virgin ears and you just want to start, then ask a professional piercer and see what he thinks about putting 8 to 4 gauges in your ears. I know that's a huge jump in sizes, but one thing you have to remember is that stretching is not a race. It's not a competition, and I'm sorry, but you're not going to get the last slice of pizza for having the biggest ears. The way I see it, there are 3 ways to stretch your earlobes, and the first would be dead stretching, and I would not recommend it unless your lobes are bigger than 1 inch. The weight of large plugs can often stretch your earlobes on your own, so if your plugs feel a bit loose, try gently pushing in the next size up. The other 2 methods are tapering, which uses tapers or insertion pins, or taping, which uses bondage tape or non-adhesive Teflon tape. These are tapers or insertion pins, and the large end should be the exact size that you're trying to stretch to. If you feel a ton of pain when trying to push the taper through, then your ear probably isn't ready to stretch, and if you force it, you could tear your skin and that would set you back even further. Based on my own experience, once you reach 0 or 00, you probably want to start using the taping method. In my opinion, the best tape to use would be bondage tape, which you can find at adult video and toy stores, but if you can't get your hands on a roll, you can get some Teflon tape from your local home hardware store for like 25 cents. What I like to do is I use a double flared plug and I just wrap 1 strip of tape all the way around it. Then every night when you go to clean your piercings, just wrap another layer of tape around your plugs. After doing this for about 5 or 6 nights, you'll realize that the tape is about level with the flare, and if that's the case, try pushing in the next size into your ears. Once again, if you're experiencing a lot of pain and your bigger plug won't go through, then maybe go back to your smaller ones and take a layer of tape off if you need to. Never try to stretch or add more tape to your plugs if your ears are in pain. A good rule of thumb is to wait 2 weeks after every new stretch, and don't stretch more than 1 size per month. As I said before though, every person's earlobes are different. If it's only been 2 or 3 weeks since your last stretch and you feel like giving it another go, just give yourself a quick once over, make sure your ears aren't sore at all, and the rest is up to you. There are a couple products that I highly recommend you get your hands on to help you on your stretching journey. Jojoba oil can be found at health food stores, body shops, Walmarts, and of course online. It's used to keep your skin nice and healthy, and over time it can also help to thicken your earlobes. Massaging your ears with jojoba oil, then sleeping without your plugs in is very beneficial to your ears. And if you've healed up since your last stretch, do not worry about your ears shrinking while you sleep. Holy butter is a cream-like product, and I'm pretty sure you can only get it at Adrenaline in Toronto, Canada, and online, but I highly recommend that you get your hands on this. I used holy butter for the 2 years it took me to reach my goal size, and then I found out about jojoba oil, so it really does the trick. Just take a pea-sized bit in your thumb and finger, just massage it downwards into your lobes like this, and in no time your ears are going to be stretchier and healthier. If your ears are ever feeling sore or you experience a tear or a rip, these products will definitely help you make a speedy recovery. Like I said at the beginning, stretching your ears is an expensive body modification. If you want to have great, beautiful, healthy lobes, you need to spend the money on the right equipment, the right aftercare products, and take care of your piercings every day. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a lot from it. If you still have any questions, just send me a message or comment on this video, and I'd be more than happy to help you out. Don't forget to let me know what you thought of my new wall. I'd love to hear your opinion. I'm Steven. Thanks for listening to the Shit I Have to Say. See you next week.